It hasn't even been a month since Pokémon Gen1Recomp took over the internet, and in that time we've already gone from this to this. And would you believe this is still just the beginning? Today I want to showcase some of my favorite mods for Gen1Recomp that continue to level up the Kanto experience. And for anyone wondering, yes, Gen2Recomp has officially dropped now, but it literally just released and developers are still working on making these mods compatible with Johto. So I'll be saving Gen 2 for its own dedicated video in the future. If you need help getting Gen1Recomp set up, be sure to check out my first video covering the mod as I went over exactly how to install and play it. But before we get into any mods, we need to talk about the massive drama that almost broke the entire Recomp scene. Without a doubt, the most impactful mod to come out so far was the Dramatic Shape Voxel mod, the one that actually transforms Gen 1 into this HD 2D style. But try looking up the mod now and you'll notice it's completely gone. Because the project was open source though, other modders had already begun creating their own alternatives with 3 major forks rising to the top. First up we have Dramaless Shape. Absolutely love the name. This is the most faithful successor to the original mod, improving performance while adding more control over the settings and being the most compatible with other mods. So I recommend this version if you want the closest experience to the original Dramatic Shape. Then we have PotatoVoxel, a more lightweight, performance-first alternative. It strips away a lot of the customization and isn't compatible with nearly as many mods, but it runs the smoothest, especially if you're on handheld or mobile devices. Finally, we have Battle Art, easily the most transformative version, giving players massive control over graphic options way beyond just the 3D voxel environment. There's actually so much customization in this mod that it definitely deserves its own breakdown. So let's dive deeper into all the possibilities of Absol's Battle Art mod. There are a lot of options in the settings. First up, Battle Art, whether you want it animated, ROM, or static. If you choose ROM, it'll just be the default sprites of the ROM that you're playing, so red, blue, or yellow. Static lets you customize the sprites by generation, but they're not going to be animated. And then of course, animated will show animated sprites in battle. And you can further customize this by generation, but the first setting is actually for the trainers, which will be the random trainers you encounter in the routes. You can choose Gen 1, 2, or 3. Then you have player animation. That'll be the sprite of your actual trainer when you get into battle. And there are a ton of options. I'm not gonna go through each and every single one, but here's just a few. All right, let's try that and see what happens. Should be Gen 5 sprites. What the heck? Why am I Bulma? Possibly the most important setting though is player. This is a little confusing because you'd think player means your trainer, but it actually refers to your own Pokemon in battle. So this is the one that changes whether you want their front or back sprites. You'll see here if I set this to front sprite, we will now be able to see Charmander's front sprite in the battle. It's still the crystal animated one, which is really cool, but yeah, he's no longer clipping through the ground. Can't believe Game Freak didn't do this until Gen 5, where the Pokemon would just always be animated. Like every couple of seconds, they just do a little dance, which I really like. Adds so much more life to the battles. Oh, and if your sprite happens to be backwards, make sure that Flip Front Sprite is set to Battle Art. Again, if you're using controller, you can press in the right thumbstick to zoom in the battle, or left thumbstick to zoom out. You might have noticed last I was customizing my settings, I was using a slightly different menu to do so. And this is actually the next mod I want to show off. So let's take a look at Tommy's Gen 1 Modern UI. This is another highly customizable mod, giving you a wide range of options for how exactly you want this menu to look, as well as which options you want to actually make visible. But most importantly, it lets you change the voxel and other graphics options while actually being able to see the world background behind you. Dang, literally if we could just move it to the right side, that would be perfect. We're gonna add 2 in 1 actually, because this one looks pretty cute too. Just adds unique icons for every single Pokemon, which I love. Just as a reminder of how easy it is to install these mods, literally drag the zip file into the Gen1Recomp launcher. And something cool about the new update is it'll actually tell you if a mod doesn't work or isn't compatible with others. So I guess you can't have unique menu icons and PokePC followers, so I guess we'll turn it off. That is so freaking cute, dude. Look at this Squirtle. Here's what the icons look like with Gen 2 colors. However, I found they looked best with the default party menu. They seem to be glitched with the modern UI mod. Though thankfully the mod lets you turn on and off whichever custom menus you want. Oh, they have their own UI for the battle scene. I don't know if I like that. You might remember from the last video the Crystal Animated Sprites mod, and it's also had quite a few updates. Oh my god, wait, Ditto's actually pink though. That's awesome. They also made it so the Crystal Animated Sprites show up during the evolution scene, but the biggest update is definitely that you can now change your own trainer sprite. No way we can make ourselves Brock. Okay, where are the wild Pokemon at? Whoa! Wait, we are Brock. Okay, that's kind of cool actually. It is a little strange walking around as Red and suddenly turning into another trainer though. So here are a couple mods that let you change your character in the Overworld too. First we have the Custom Player Sprite Switcher by On1San. And as you can see, what it does is pretty simple. Like I mentioned earlier, with the modern UI menu, you can go into mods and it'll show you a list of all the mods you have installed. And then you can go into the settings of each individual one that lets you customize it. We got Rocker, Rocket, Sailor, Scientist, Seal? Why? What is this? It's kind of amazing actually is what it is. You can also cycle through the characters using page up and page down on your keyboard so you don't have to actually go into the menu. We can be the Rhydon statue? Or I guess just Rhydon itself? Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna be Rhydon now. Unfortunately, the sprite doesn't match in battle still. And I did find one mod that apparently does both, but couldn't get it working with my other mods. Just in case maybe you can get it working, this is it. Last time I showed off a mod that added following Pokemon, and another that brought overworld encounters to Gen 1. But today we're checking out one that bridges the best of both worlds into the wilds of Kanto. That's literally what the mod is called here by Marcel. Looking at the GitHub, I can see that it's actually merging quite a few mods into one, and it might just be one of my favorites so far. At its core, this mod basically just adds wild Pokemon into the overworld, as well as allows you to choose your party members to follow behind you. In the settings, you can actually customize how many followers you want behind you, from 1 all the way to 6 Pokemon, as well as the style of sprites that you want for them and the overworld encounters. I personally like these Gen 2 style sprites. We can also go with the Heart Gold Soul Silver style, or Dex, which is the OG Gen 1 black and white sprites. I don't know if this is glitched or something though, because that doesn't even look like a Pokemon to me. You can also adjust the amount of Pokemon that spawn, and whether you want random encounters in the grass or not. And finally, if you want Pokemon to appear in towns. You can't actually battle these, but they're just kind of cute to have around, so as always, it just depends on what aesthetic you prefer. Your eyes are not deceiving you. That is in fact a Chikorita. Thanks to yet another mod called Crystal 251, that as the name implies, adds all the crystal Pokemon and even some features from Gen 2, and it's compatible with the Wilds of Kanto mod, which is why you're seeing the Johto starters following behind me, and even some Johto Pokemon here in the overworld. So far, everything you've seen has been running using the Battle Art Voxel mod. But for the remaining mods in this video, we're gonna need to unlock the final boss of Gen1Recomp. Once again, on the surface, this mod is very similar to the other Voxel forks, but if we take a look at the settings, you'll notice something new. Now, that's gonna open up a window, and if you happen to have Pokemon Stadium, goodness gracious, what is going on? Oh, this is about to be crazy, isn't it? Oh my gosh, what's about to happen, guys? Stadium is ready. Be sure to turn on 3D Battle to Stadium A, otherwise you'll just see the standard Pixel Battle sprites. Oh, this is about to be crazy, bro. Oh my god. Come on, give me a Pokemon. What? Wait, why is it so big though? What the frick? Oh my god. Okay, I think I might have messed up with the settings. First, make sure you have back sprites off. And second is in the mod controls under Dramaless Shape options, I think you want smooth turn on. Rattata's still pretty big, but yeah, we can just zoom out. And oh, there he is. That is so crazy. And yeah, we can move around the battle scene. I cannot believe this is still Gen 1. Like, this is the Pokemon Red ROM, though I guess it is using Pokemon Stadium's ROM too. Wait, are they like fully animated too? Like, what if I use Gust? Okay, it has still the sprite effects, I guess, which is not bad, and my goodness. Let's see what happens if we send out Squirtle. The animations when the Pokemon first come out are so funny. What the heck? I mean, to be honest, I never had an N64 as a kid, but my friend had one. I would go over to his house to play. Still, I definitely did not play enough Stadium because I don't remember those animations, bro. I'm gonna check this mod out, to be honest. Now that we're in the realm of 3D, we might as well. A Gen1Recomp mod for dramatic shape that replaces identified overworld Pokemon with Pokemon Stadium 3D models. This is about to be crazy if it all works. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, this is just... We're not even playing Pokemon Red anymore. This is like Pokemon Let's Go Decomp. Oh my god, that's so cool. Squirtle doesn't have a... Actually, none of them have a walking animation. But wait, I think we can make it... It literally had the option right there, yeah. We can make it so we control the Pokemon. Oh my god, we're Pidgey. Bro, what are all these little guys doing here? Look at us, bro. This is so weird. And perhaps weirdest of all is that we can actually change our character too. Why does he walk like that though? Oh my god. I think these mods have officially gotten out of hand. I mean, I know there's a whole meme with Zoro getting lost, but how did bro end up in the Pokemon world? Yo, what's good, Nurse Joy? Oh, skin selector. Oh, there's a viewer. Okay, this is... Oh. Never did I think I'll be playing Pokemon Red as Cloud Final Fantasy. But I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of peak. This is just absolute insanity. Like, what if I posted this screenshot with no context? What would you think I'm playing right now? Oh my god, you can play in third person. Wait, this actually looks good now. I mean, it's... Again, I feel like I'm not even playing Gen 1 anymore, but what the... It may seem like all memes, but the Dramaless Shape Voxel mod is equally capable of handling amazing HD 2D mods as well. So let's wrap this video up with one more that I absolutely loved. What? What am I looking at? Oh my goodness. The name might seem a little bit confusing, but this mod does a lot more than just first person. What the heck? So this mod is... We can jump! The main goal is to add a lot more immersion to the HD 2D world of Kanto, mainly in the form of ambient sounds, particle effects, and ceilings in certain areas. Oh my god, what the... Wait, this dude has an umbrella! Okay, it looks kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's raining. This legit does not even feel like the same game anymore. The reason it's called that is because it looks best while in first person, but you can definitely also use it in third or even just regular voxel mode. Though I found it does have a little bit of issues inside of buildings and dungeons when you're in voxel mode. Are you kidding? I can't see where I'm going, bro, come on. I will say the interiors look pretty dang cool in first and third person though, as one of the main features of this mod is adding ceilings to interiors. Oh my goodness. Wait, I can't even get through the Zubats. Typical Mount Moon experience right here. Wow. Well, there's a couple of boards missing, but overall pretty cool. I like the lighting in here too. Look, they added that lamp. What do you think, Oak? Or the renovations? You don't care, do you? This mod comes with a few weather effects packaged in, but you can make it look even better by adding the standalone weather FX mod, which gives you more control over exactly which weather you want to see, or you can make it completely random, or even dependent on the area. Dude, I really don't know how to get out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're definitely going the right way now. Wait, this transforms the area so much. Yeah, if it wasn't for the ceiling tripping out like that, I think I would much prefer playing in this mode. I was joking about like getting lost in Viridian Forest, but you for real can easily get lost in first person Mount Moon. Oh my god, we did it. Like I mentioned at the beginning, Gen2Recomp is officially out now. In fact, it's part of the very same app that launches Gen 1. So if you keep yours up to date, you should already have access to Pokemon Gold. And as I was working on this video, it seems a lot of mods are now getting updated for Gen 2. So be on the lookout for my next video covering specifically Gen 2. As always, all the links will be in the description below, so let me know which of these mods you're going to try out first in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.